Hello friends, welcome to the post-market update. Yet another volatile day for the markets, an important event by the RBI regarding the monetary policy where they had surprisingly cut 50 basis point rate cut in the repo, where the market expectations were around 25 basis point of rate cut. After the rate cut was announced, the markets reacted very positively, but after that the markets again dipped and at one point of time they were negative because there were statements from the RBI that the further chances of any there is very limited scope for any further chances of rate cut due to the pressures on the inflation ahead. But later in the evening, during the markets, after the European markets were in green and were trading very strong, we again bounced back, and at the end of the day, a Sensex closed around 207 points up, which was on a very strong foot. On a very strong note, the Sensex closed up. And apart from that, some of the sectors like interest rate sectors like the real estate and the banking were very strong. Also, the metal index was up by around 2.4%, apart from the capital goods, which was around 2% up. Oil and gas, auto, banking, IT, and consumer durables all closed positively today by around 1% up. Friends, discussing about stock specific, there are many gainers in today's market. The Mindtree was up around 8%, which was which was after the company came out with some very strong results. Reliance Infra was another stock which was up 6% after the surprise rate cut by the RBI 50 basis point, which could bring down the interest cost of the company. Reliance Communication was up 5% after the company announced that it has entered into a joint partnership with Google for its Android phones marketing with its 3G connections. Coal India was up 3% on the back of the news that the company has signed the FSA with a very minimum penalty clause around 0.01% to meet its 80% of requirements. Hindalco was up 3% where the company has announced that it 7,500 crore aluminum refinery which is likely to start production by December. SAIL was up 2.4% where the government is likely to approve the plan of the company for its 10.8 billion investment in Afghanistan to set up the steel and power projects there. The stocks which were negative were HCL Tech. Friends, tomorrow HCL Tech are likely to come out with the results, and there are expectations that the company would post results which would be slightly below the expectations, and the stock also closed a bit weak today. IVRCL Infra was other stock which was weak today, which was down around 1.5%, where the SL Group promoter has mentioned that it is not likely to further increase the stake at this point of time in IVRCL Infra. Manappuram Finance was down 6% after the statement by the RBI in today's monetary policy that the bank's exposure to the non-banking financial companies providing gold loans, the exposure by the banks will have to get reduced to 7.5% of the capital from 10%. The other stock which was a bit weak was Mahindra, where there were news that the company is interested in making more international acquisitions going ahead. Apart from that, Indian rupee was trading at around 51.51, which appreciated by 0.32%. That's it, friends. Thank you.